Hello, today I'm going to be doing a bit of work on my Audi A4. I've got a bit of a rattle from the front end, and initially I thought it was from the strut top mounts. I thought the bearings in the mounts had gone, but I've been doing a bit of research online and I found that a common problem is the front brake caliper carriers. The bolts can rattle loose, causing a bit of a rattle, and I found that when I put my brake on it seems to get a bit of a knock as well, so it's pinpointing towards the caliper carriers. Don't know which side it is, so I'm going to take both front wheels off and check both front caliper carriers. If it is them, then I will be putting a bit of thread lock on the bolts, torquing them up to the correct spec, and putting it all back together. Because I didn't have a 21mm socket, which apparently they are 21mm bolts, I've had to go to Halfords and pick up a socket, so now we can get on with the job. I tend to, instead of borrowing tools and things like that, if I need a tool for a job, I'll go out and buy it, and then I've got it for future in case I need to do any other jobs, and that's a good way of building up your toolkit. Those two little bits of wood just lift the car up that little bit so that the bumper doesn't scrape on them two ramps. That's what they're for. Right, so a little change of plans. I couldn't get the jack to lift the car up high enough while it was on the ramps, so I've took it off and I've just jacked it up, and I've got an axle stand under the subframe. Just supporting it on the sills, jacking it on the sills, and I've got that on the subframe. So now I can take the wheel off. Right, now I can see under the at the brake caliper I've got my new socket, and looks like it is a 21. Yeah, it is a 21. I'm just going to undo them and then I'm going to torque them back up. Everything else looks alright. Apparently this pinch bolt can come loose as well, this one. This pinch bolt can come loose. And these are the caliper bolts down there. Pads look alright. Everything's a bit crusty. Yeah, everything's a little bit crusty under here. I will explain something that I found whilst jacking the car up. I'll explain it at the end of the video. That's moved. See, that's the type of rattling we're hearing. So I'm wondering if it's the other side. Right, I'll get my torque wrench out, torque these back up, and we'll have a look at the other side. So these are 190 Newton meters. Right, so I'm just removing the caliper, and then I'm going to remove the caliper carrier. Removing the caliper just makes it a little bit easier, and it's also one of the bolts looks a bit suspect, so I'm just going to make sure that it is tight. The only thing I can see is that bush is completely collapsed. So this goes on first. For some reason there's no hole for screwing that in. Frustrating. Thread lock. Using the torque wrench. Right, so just going to take it for a spin now. Everything's back together. Go for a quick drive. Yep, the rattle's still there. Now, the only thing I can think of that was making that noise, or that could be making that noise, is a couple of suspension bushes looked worn. So maybe it's the suspension bushes that are worn. We'll never know, because I'm not going to fix it, and I'm going to tell you why. Well, that didn't fix the vibration, not the vibration, I'm so used to saying vibration with the Land Rover. That didn't fix the rattle on the Audi. It is a common problem, and I've ruled it out. I think it is probably a suspension bush. Like I said, I'm not going to bother trying to fix it or find it. While I was jacking the car up, I found some rot. Story of my life. I found some rot on the sills. Actually poked my finger through them, which means that the sills need replacing, and the subframe also has a hole in. The car's not worth it, so I am going to be looking at selling it for parts, for spares or repairs. I'm going to get rid of it before the MOT is due. That way anyone that buys it can then at least drive it home and strip it down or do what they want to do with it. Yeah, sad day for the Audi. I do really like the car. I would definitely have another one. Maybe one that's a little bit less rotten. Yeah. So I'm going to sell it, and then I'm going to be on the lookout for another car for getting me to work. Just a daily driver, nice cheap daily driver. Yeah, hopefully you've enjoyed this video, and I will see you on the next one. Bye for now.